If you have ever wondered which brush to buy for an acrylic painting, then this video is for you. There are a lot of brushes in the market, and in today's video I am going to break it all down for you and show you exactly how to choose your right brush for your painting style and budget. Hi, this is Madhula, the artist behind Madhula Creations, and let's get started. So first let's start with a flat brush. The flat brush, as you can see, has a flatter edge. So this is great for covering larger areas or creating sharp edges or bold strokes. So you just take the paint at the corner, and if you are just filling it, it is going to create sharper edges at the sides. The next is the round brush. Here if you see, the bristles are kept in a rounder shape, and this is perfect for creating your outlines, details, and you can also produce very controlled strokes with this brush. So it is a mostly versatile brush which you can use for a lot of things on your painting. With the round brush you can create lines like that. You can also fill areas. It's also easy to do circular edges. Like these with your round brush. So filling, rounder edges, everything can be achieved with your round brush. The next is your Filbert brush. So the Filbert brush has a flat edge on these sides and then a rounder edge on the top. So that is why it is very versatile, and you can think of this brush as a mix of flat and round brush. It is great for blending as well as doing floral shapes which has both rounder and flat edges. So very useful for blending colors like this. So you will get a smooth result very quickly. Or doing floral kind of shapes where you need that edge as well as the straighter end. The next one is a fan brush. So here if you can see, these bristles are shaped in a fan shape, kind of going circular and morely triangular. This is used for more of textures like painting trees, grasses or soft clouds. So that is where you will use the fan brush. It's very useful for kind of different techniques. So it's very helpful in creating tree-like structures and producing textures like this. You can layer on top of it and do different things with this brush. So you can keep layering with different colors to achieve different effects for your trees and foliages that you create. The next one is a detailing brush. It could be a size 1, 00, 000 brushes, which is very thin at the edge. This is very much useful for doing smaller details and lines. So this is for outlining things wherever you wanted to. So these are the basic types of brushes that you need to know. But then I have done a detailed video on lot of different brushes available in the market. You can check that out later. For now, I'll let you know what is that type of brush that you really need for your acrylic painting. For acrylic painting, synthetic brushes are a best choice. So these are all synthetic brushes. It would have been mentioned here, synthetic gold brush. So this is what you need for your acrylic painting. Please avoid brushes that has natural hair like these ones here. This is a hog hair brush. This is perfect for oil painting. If you are a beginner in acrylics, I don't recommend this for acrylics, as acrylics dry faster and the brush will be spoiled quickly if you don't clean it immediately and thoroughly. So they can wear out pretty quickly if you are doing acrylic paintings with your natural bristle brushes. So for beginners, I suggest to always go ahead with synthetic brushes like this. These can actually hold a lot of paint and are very easy to clean. They don't get damaged by water-based paints. These type of bristles are the best choice for your acrylic paintings. So now let's see what is the brushes that you need as a beginner. If you are just starting out on acrylics, you don't need a heavy range of brushes. I would suggest you to have one flat brush which is number 6 or 8, one round brush of size 8, one detailing brush, either a 00 or 000 brush. These are the three main brushes that you need to have, along with a bigger flat brush for covering your background. So this is a size 12 brush. You can pick up little bit bigger brushes also for the type of canvas you are painting. But for beginner, this size will be more than enough. I'll leave a link in the description box below for all these brushes. You can go and have a look at it. As you go on your journey of acrylic painting, you can also pick up two more brushes, which is, first one is a Filbert brush. So the Filbert brush, this is a size 16 Filbert brush. You can pick up a little bit smaller size as well, maybe a size 12 or 10. This will be very useful, as this will cover both the rounder and the flat brush things and easy for blending. So once you are thorough with these brushes, pick up a Filbert brush and then a fan brush. So this will be very useful for your foliage, and even for creating textures. You can pick a fan brush. This is a size 8 fan brush. So pick a fan brush later. Each of these brushes comes in a variety of sizes. So what you can do is start with the smaller ones, because whenever you are starting, you are going to do smaller canvases. So start with the smaller ones, and as you move on to bigger canvases, then choose bigger size of brush in each of these and slowly add it to your collection. Some of the tips I wanted to share with you when you are using your brushes is that do not overload your brush with paint. So this brush cannot hold too much of a paint like this brush. Overloading this brush with paints like this will ruin your brush. So do not overload too much of paint. Just load your brushes with whatever paint it can hold. After every session of painting, you need to rinse your brush properly and reshape it, allow it to dry flat. Once your brushes are worn out, you need not throw them. You can have it as a separate collection of older brushes. This is very helpful for messy techniques and brushing, dry brushing, splattering. So all these techniques can be done with your older brushes very easily. So for example, I have a frayed brush here. This is very useful for doing backgrounds and creating textures. And initially you will not know what each of these brushes is capable of. So when you are painting, you can try your brushes on a scrape paper, and once you get the hold of the stroke, bring it onto your painting. I do have another video where I share on how to clean your brushes properly. I will leave a link in the card above and description box below. So just go through the video so that you can save a lot of money instead of buying new brushes every time. Let me know in the comments what's your favorite brush to use, and if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. See you in another similar video. Happy painting. Have a great week.